Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf, into a new series called Bag It or Bin It. And today I'm going to be looking at the MVP, just kidding, Axiom Envy, but it feels like MVP because it's always just lumped in when you talk about them. It's a throwing putter that probably everyone has heard of, and apparently it's the best throwing putter in the world. I have an Electron Soft Envy as well as a Proton Envy, so we'll see how they fly different. We're going to play a 6-hole course here. It's called Area 51 Disc Golf Course, pretty sick, in Columbus area, Ohio, not Columbus, Georgia. But there's a twist. If we don't beat par, we have to bin them, and I have to give them away within the next 3 days. And I'll obviously put that in this video if I don't beat par, but that's never gonna happen, guys. I am going to be bringing actual putting putters though, and I get some more practice putting in that way because I'm spending a lot of time filming videos, not a lot of time practicing disc golf. Okay, don't comment that yet. I know what you were going to say. I'm at a Mercedes dealership right now because our van is getting fixed. We're about to have to spend a lot of money, so if you want to join the Patreon, feel free. I know that these are putters, and I did a glitch versus Berg video, and I had people on that video say, why didn't you putt with the glitch and the Berg? And for me, those are throwing putters. The Envies, I know a lot of people will putt with those. Like I said, I need to practice putting because I have a tournament coming up this weekend right now, and I haven't practiced disc golf. I've just been doing content. And I have some videos coming out about why that's the case and why I don't think that will hinder my Pro Tour pursuits. But we're talking about throwing putters. Okay, back to me. And along the way, I'll also have some discs that I bring out to compare it to in case I think that they're flying similar, in case you've thrown one, but not the one that we're doing the bag or bin. This is a whole 18-hole course, but I am going to be testing out a few different discs. This hole is 346 feet dead ahead, which I think is probably just outside of my putter range, but everybody says these are the furthest flying putters. So we're going to throw both of these guys. And what's cool about MVP is that the flight numbers change based on these discs. So this one is 3302, and this one is 33-12. So it should have a little bit more turn. We do have a tailwind, as you can probably hear in my mic, which is why I'm trying to shield it a little bit, but it is so cold. So let's give them their first rips. We're gonna start with Electron Soft since it's less stable. And in this video, I will putt with these as putters since they are putters instead of my normal putters.
Well, I'm editing this chronologically, and I guess we're all on the same page.
Come on, don't freeze, hands. That's a really nice flight. Wow, no way. Ooh, that was pretty solid. I think it didn't want to turn a lot because I did throw it a tiny bit nose up, and with the tailwind stables it out. This one I'm gonna try to flex over a little bit more since it should be more stable and see how it holds. Oh. Wow, pretty glidey. I pulled that a little left, but both of those are down there for a circle look. I'm gonna have to be honest, these went pretty far. The other one's like 20 feet short and my body not being warmed up, so that's pretty good. Oh, the wind is coming this way. So if I put it like this, it's gonna show the flight plate and go whoo everywhere. Yes, good birdie. Hole 2 is much more of a putter shot, just right through the middle there. And it's only 189 feet, so this should be a get with both of these. One thing that's kind of interesting, I bagged Envies for a very tiny bit. Didn't really throw it a whole lot. I don't think I appreciated throwing putters at the time. I thought for some reason I was throwing it too hard. The putting putter was just so flippy. The fact was, when I would release on a backhand, I would roll my wrist back. So rolling your wrist, it's going to turn the disc over because you're essentially feeling like you're going flat, but then you release on a crazy amount of anhyzer and it just rolls it down. So now as I fix that by focusing on falling through flat or falling through up with a Hyzer release, I've started to get a bigger appreciation for throwing putters, which is why right now I bag Pures, which I really like. And Pures might be a tiny bit deeper than the Envy. No, they actually feel very similar. Like these moles, holy cow. Oh, wait, those are the same moles. And the Envy feel and look pretty similar, honestly. I'm gonna throw it after these ones. And then funnily enough, I took these out of the bag as well because I thought that they were too deep for my hand. And then I bagged a Sky God 4. And if you've ever touched one of these, you knew that I was stupid for doing that because these are not too deep for my hands. That was too deep for my hands because that's like 2 times as deep as this disc. So I brought that out to test it with. Spinny Hyzer line. Maybe try to give them a little bit of a bid to make things interesting. That should do, maybe a tiny bit short, maybe a little more forward follow through instead of just spinning it. That one is definitely a little flippier, but still a decent shot. That one might actually go farther than the Proton plastic one. And now for the Pure, similar shot. Oh, that is flippier. Interesting. That disc is slightly flippier, and I don't know if it went as far. I was expecting that to be more similar to the flights of those Envies. I kind of really like how the Envy's coming out. I'm really excited because as of today, Trash Panda just released their first mold, or didn't release it. It was PDGA approved. I'm gonna definitely get my hands on some of those. Maybe even bag them, because when I threw them in this video series, when I was visiting Jesse in Colorado, I really liked them. Easy buckets. The Envies are flatter on top than the Pure is, which I like, especially because I think that'll make them good forehand discs. This pin is 249 feet down here and then to the left. Where are you, bud? Oh wow, it does ride that side. So you gotta be pretty careful here with how you throw this. This is where I don't think I would throw my pure because it's too glidey and understable. So with those combinations, it's just gonna hold the Hyzer line straight. It's never gonna finish. But these discs kind of seem to want to. The Proton Plastic way more than the Electron Soft. So I will throw the Sky God because the Pure I think is more understable than both of these discs, which is weird because it feels pretty similar. We'll throw the Electron Soft first. Big name of the game is just hitting this initial gap right up here, pretty high, so that it gets up there and drifts back over. Oh, that might be good, but it's gonna finish. It was too far. You probably need like a mid or something that'll slow down and start to glide back. That one's all right. That was a little lower, which isn't what you want because in this throw, you want the wind to be hitting it so that it goes back to the left. We're gonna try Sky God 4 here. And that's why that's out of my bag. It's just so deep. I don't actually get a grip on it, so it can't release off my index finger. So honestly, I'm just gonna pick that up. The funny thing about Sky God 2 is I have 2 aces on Sky Gods, but they're both on my pink one that I used to bag. This is my grip. My index finger is not at the bottom there, and it's not comfortable at all. Well, this is interesting because this is just outside the circle here. The Electron Soft is honestly a little farther and penetrated a little more, but this is a pretty solid disc. And if this thing holds some torque on a forehand, this might go in the bag in place of my pures, except I still have flippier pures for other slots. Don't worry about it. Oh wow, that big time wind drop. All right, this is to go 3 for 3 right here. Boom! This disc is kind of doing it for me today. Hole 4, we're teeing off from right here, 380 feet, all the way kind of up this gap. You can barely see it because it's way down there, but we're just gonna try to take a big Hyzer here. Electron Softs first. Get over. Whoa, no. Where the heck did that go? I saw some leaves fall off a tree, but I did not leave that nearly wide enough. I thought it would flip up maybe a tiny bit. I forgot the wind is coming from the right to the left. So with the wind doing that, anytime you expose the flight plate underneath it like I did, it's gone. So, oh, that's gonna be a weird scramble. Push it back! No. That was gonna come back if I didn't hit that tree. Sometimes I throw slower speed discs like that, like they're like higher speed discs, so the wind doesn't affect them as much with a higher speed disc, and they have more like penetrating finishes. That was bad, all right. Oh, I got it. A little forced over, let it finish. Short, probably. That's all right. All right, this is the tree that I saw the leaves fall down from, but I don't know if that means that we're by the tree or in the woods. Oh, found it. Really stoked I saw those leaves fall off that tree because I saw where it is, but I don't really have any out. Ooh, I can try a force over. As long as I hit this gap and don't hit the branches, I might be able to get another 50 or 100 feet. Good thing it's a par 4. Man, I was so confident I would just hit that line and be golden. We do, again, have to throw the same type of shot. No! Oh, time to make the putt of my life. Oh, that was really good. Let's get this birdie though. We got to switch for the leader. All right, here we are, hole number 5, par 3, 225, straight up the gut there. Pretty obvious Hyzer shot, but I want to see, before we get to the end of this, how these guys hold forehand torque. So I'm gonna throw these on Hyzer forehands. The tailwind will definitely help, but we're gonna go Proton Plastic first. Oh, interesting. It was a little bit too left, but that seemed to help hold it. So if I aim this a little bit more right, we should be good. Wow. I think it just speed ramped into the woods. Those have a little bit of torque. I would like to try them on a Hyzer forehand, so hopefully we can do that next hole. Alrighty, so not the end of the world. Got a nice stepper. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Can't mark with that when I'm stepping through. Stay up. Oh, where the heck did that guy jump to? It's way over there. It went far. Oh, I don't even know if I have a lane. Honestly, gonna get down to a knee and have a little forehand at it. That's the only thing I got. Oh, dang it. I will say one thing that I noticed is it hit a tree and there's now some warpage in it. And I hate this in disc. So right here, you can probably barely see, but it hit a tree and it's a little bit warped. Round, warped. Right here, hate that. That's why I like throwing premium plastic stuff, which is why I like the Pure a lot, because it has a similar flight to this disc. maybe slightly more understable, but it's better for me. Still solid. I don't think it'll change the flight that much, but we're on hole 6, and I think we get my wish of a Hyzer forehand. Because we are headed straight for 228 feet with a little bit right finish, so I'll probably throw it flat and see if it'll finish on its own. Yeah, that's pretty solid there. Pretty great. That definitely holds it better, because that one I threw in a lot more Hyzer. Didn't want to flip or turn out of it at all, which is pretty solid. So I think for sure the plastics will make a big difference in these guys. I think the last one I had was Neutron Soft, and I didn't like it quite as much. I really like the Proton plastic one. I think that for both of these discs, I'm probably gonna have to say bag it. I know that's controversial. Nobody likes the Envy, but now throwing them again, I don't know if it's gonna go in my bag, but it might make a rotation as I'm trying to figure out how I like the different feels, and kind of different discs, but pretty similar. I think this is gonna go into my straight to stable putter slot as an option for sure. Interesting little putt to end it. Oh, barely snuck it over. Obviously it's gonna be the Archer, not the arrows, but if you're looking to get these arrows, probably would be a good bet. I'm about to film my second official bag it or bin it with the end of a pig, because I've never ever thrown it in my life. But if you want to check out my previous disc reviews, check mine out for the Berg right over here. I think you'll be interested in my conclusion. Bye, I love you, see you there. Like the video, please. Subscribe, trying to hit 10K. Hopefully we can. Here's the pig. Hopefully it's good. Woo! Bye.